Hi Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are well. Welcome to the new format of the videos. As you guys know, formats generally tend to be temporary. So I hope you like the format. I hope you guys can hear me. The lighting's good. We have the end of year, mid-December reading for you, Aquarius. And I think... Let's introduce the cards. I've got the Waite Chakra Wisdom Oracle by Tori Hartman and the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, both on standby should I need them. So, on the website Aquarius, as of the 1st of January, I think you'll find that I will be updating the Daily Tarot. I don't know if you remember the Daily Tarot. It's from when I used to have Instagram. And it used to be a segment that I do where I would pull a card every day and I'd just give it a bit of a breakdown. I haven't done it for about a year and a half just because the energy wasn't there, and obviously, as most of you know, I travel extensively. I'm very lucky to do so, thank you God. And so it's difficult to kind of remain consistent with things like that because I know a lot of people enjoy them every day, and if you don't do them, it's a bit disruptive. So I decided I was going to stop doing them, but as of January, they're going to go back on the website exclusively. I decided not to put them on, what do you call it, Patreon. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with Patreon, guys. I really have no idea. Hopefully there's a new... I don't know, something in the new year, but we'll see then. Other than that, Aquarius, let's crack on with your reading. Nine of Cups. This has been wanting to, it was just kind of poking out of the rest of the deck. I think you're really quite content with the way things are at the moment, Aquarius, and if you're not quite there yet, it won't be long after Saturn and your ruling planet, which is currently in Taurus, Uranus, have their little moment. I guess ultimately it is all about your contentment, your self-contentment, your levels of contentment, and how you might have to really put yourself at the centre of a few things, and how closing out this chapter, this year, knowing about your self-worth, and how important it is to put yourself first when you need to, and how nothing really needs to come above and beyond you, and if you're good, that's great, because then you can take care of those around you. And so mid-December you kind of have this responsibility, I guess, to kind of check in with yourself, see with yourself how you are emotionally, mentally. I think you've accumulated a lot this year. There's been plenty of annoyances, I'm sure you can agree. But there's been plenty of moments for you to be able to take a cup away from them, you know. Plenty of moments where you've been able to take away from things. Your cups are there, they're lined up, and I think you are ready for something new, a new adventure. Could be the 10th cup, which might mean that you might even want to go in pursuit of family, starting a family. I guess the key to all of that is just being really okay with you, you know. And I guess the mid-December might really feel like that. You're just really okay with you. And that's a beautiful place to be in. It's not to say that life is without its miniature, even. Minor irritations, Aquarius, but as long as you're focusing on your health and your harmony with those around you in the universe, your vibration kind of dictates everything. And I think you can't always be in a high vibration, but when you're really okay with you, you tend to be generally of a higher vibration. And Aquarius, it's not difficult for you to vibrate higher or outside of the norms of conventions or the normal boxes that people tend to put themselves in. I think that might even be your reading, Aquarius. Very profound, very philosophical over the 9 cups. There we go, that one card. Stick it right in the centre for you. It's about having it all, I guess. And when you have it all, you tend to attract things that are perfect for you, you know, like things that vibrate in perfect harmony with you. The Devil card. You might need to look at where you're better off by yourself than in toxic bonds, Aquarius. You might need to see where it is that your need, not even a need, where you may even have found yourself in a toxic bond or a very codependent situation, or even things that might be your own obsessions, the Four of Swords, where it is that you might really need to to sleep on them. To perhaps take a rest from them. You might even really have to put your favourite toxic person to bed. And run. I think, Aquarius, there is this feeling of achievement and self-contentment that is on the other side of giving yourself enough of a chance to break free of something that has been quite exhausting or is exhausting, or you know is very much codependent or toxic. I think you need your rest. All of a sudden I just became really tired. You need your rest. And this is why I've been reluctant in doing readings as well, because I get really tired. The energy work it's legit, you know what I mean? It's taxing. And I guess there is this need almost for you to replenish your energy that may have been lost towards toxic bonds, where karma has to be paid. You know, that's an expensive, especially physically draining, physically expensive thing to go through. I'm looking at ash from a piece of wood. It's Palo Santo, but it's a bit that's been burnt, and the ash is accumulated and formed in place. And it's turned into a completely different thing. Completely different form, a completely different material with properties, completely different properties. And Aquarius, I wonder if that might be part of this end of the year transformation. You might find yourself in a completely different form to what you once were, what you once felt like you resonated with, the Eight of Wands. And so I feel like the need for you to communicate, Mercury and Capricorn, about what makes you happy, about what brings you contentment. And I feel the need for you to communicate your way into contentment is really, like, there's a heavy emphasis on communication and bringing communication forward. And it's got to be very clear, and it's got to be very concise. And it may even have to do with a pair. The pair. I know there's lots of different terms for them now. Twin flame, and soulmate, and ride or die, and bootings, and all of that. I like to call them the pair because I believe that the female came from the ribs of the male. That's what I like to believe. And so their souls are one, so technically they're a pair. But I do feel like there is communication that is being moved forward. There's a lot of communication, there's a lot to be said, there's a lot that needs to be said, honestly communicated. And I think it's about the direction in which you wish to take something. And I think you have this decision, and I love how these are sat one above the other, Aquarius. You have the ability to decide where you want this relationship to be, or a choice between two relationships. One which is very obviously toxic, codependent, maybe full of passion. But that is the devil lighting a fire up their backsides, you know. Making them act from lusty places, and that's all very toxic and dark. And they're bound by their necks with chains, you know, to the feet of the devil. Whereas over here, in contrast, you have these two cups. This divinely guided pair that perhaps are presenting each other with a fair amount of something, you know, like a substantial offering, something that can work with, something that's equal, it's balanced, it's good for the other. And Aquarius, I think you need to figure this one out. What can you do to end the toxic karmic stuff? And where is it that you can, you can't make this stuff up. The Lovers card, Gemini energy. I hope you choose the right path with this one. I really do. There is something really strong about this couple, this pairing. We've been speaking about this now for some time, Aquarius, and it's the same energy. It's you deciding, is it toxic, is it divinely guided? It is meant to be, however. The Lovers card for me is always love. And there might be an offer that you need to make, and I wouldn't make it in a flippant way. I wouldn't be really just, and it might even come off as really just whatever. But I don't think you should see it that way, Aquarius. And if you're gonna make communication, if you're going to reach out, it has to be sincere. And I think you might need to discover first the truth and the faults of how you feel and what your dreams are and what you're envisaging the future to look like. And if this person truly can stand the test of time with you, or if this is just pipe dreams. I think you want so much more than that, Aquarius. I think you deserve so much more. I think you're gonna get it. That's the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. That's true love, Aquarius. That's like the love of a lifetime kind of situation here. I cannot, like, this is cups overflowing. This is the ultimate contentment. And this person is everything. They're everything for you. That Ace of Cups is marriage. The Four of Wands is marriage. There's marriage screaming here. And it's about you offering the truth. It's about you deciding to literally put an end to the toxicity and create something beautiful out of this situation. Release. You might have to give up a few things. You really might have to let go of a few things that you know are dead and done, and they've had their time, and you can decide to move forward in a new direction with something that you know is going to stand the test of time, but it comes at the expense of you openly communicating impasse and workaholic. You might be hiding behind work at the moment, and you might feel like there is something that's blocking your way, when actually I think it's when you decide to release what's been holding back growth and really embrace, I guess. Let's pull some Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Guys, if you would like to book a reading, please visit the website rubyreadstarot.com. Take a look over the list of services available there. Do hit the subscribe button for me also, guys. It's very helpful when you do that. Let's get some more cards for the sign of Aquarius for mid-December 2021. this really is like true love. And I think it's really obvious that you're being put at this juncture right now to kind of be the shepherd and navigate which way the relationship goes. I really feel like you can trust this person. I do feel like you are being a block in your own path, and I do feel like you need to release some ghosts and some things from the past that might be dead. Codependency and toxic bonds and things that are low vibrational might be one of them. But it seems like you need to get quite clear about this yourself first and foremost. Aquarius. Emotional withdrawal. You might need to pull back a second until you recognize, by using your own discernment, the validity of just how influential this person's energy is in your life. Stand your ground. Firm foundation at sacral chakra. Financial and material changes. You've got different directions to choose in, and you might need to pull back and take a break before you actually pull forward in any which direction. Firm foundation is root chakra for me, and sacral chakra is screaming you need to work on your grounding, your earthing. If you'd like help on how to do that, I would book a reading. Root chakra and sacral chakra work is so important right now, and you might need to emotionally withdraw just to kind of see where you're at with all of this, because there's a lot of love here, and there's the potential of creating something that's going to last generations. This is true love. Yeah, I think it's true love. I think I can say that with like full confidence. It's carnelian. Put some on. I think that's all I have, Aquarius. If you enjoyed the reading, do give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I love it when you do that. Thank you guys so much that leave me comments. It's always nice to like know what you guys are thinking and speaking and saying. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. Do book a reading, and I shall catch you again soon. Ciao for now.